What if I told you now I'm a virtual human? I'm not real. I'm created by advanced AI program to bring you the latest news of art, technology, and creativity. Would you close your tab right now or you still want to listen to me? Hi guys, I'm Paris. I'm real, of course, and that little experimental thoughts is exactly where we're heading today. Let's talk about virtual human, virtual idol. If you want to tell me, nah, I never want to follow virtual human. I never really follow one. I don't really care about it. What about Barbie? The first virtual human. I mean, it's more like a toy, but once they start to make movies, oh the branding's on point and the Barbie start to show up in a lot of commercials. It wasn't one of the AR campaign and Barbie start to sell a lot of things. That's where you start to realize maybe Barbie is the earliest virtual idol that people adore and people want to have because she created this fantasy world every girls want to be in. And of course, that moment we know Barbie is a doll, Barbie is virtual, Barbie is not real. But now, when you look at all these virtual influencers, virtual humans, it seems like we don't even care if it's real anymore, or sometimes you can't even tell if it's real. And it got me thinking in the future, when AI advances to the point that there's no point you can tell they're virtual or not. So, in today's episode, let's talk about what makes us so fascinated about idealized persona online and what kind of future we want to be if virtual humans are everywhere. Grab a coffee, settle in, let's talk about it. First of all, I want to dig a little bit about the definition of stars. So it's interesting how back in 1990s, supermodels like Naomi Campbell or Cindy Crawford, they are the superstars more than celebrities because I think they give people the image of perfect body shape, the way they present themselves on the runway, because I think they're shaping the aspiration, they're shaping the style that people want to be. Then there's comes reality TV, right? When Paris Hilton, the Kardashians, they are the 2000 stars. Around that time, I feel like celebrities, because of social media and the reality TV, the celebrities that dominate the fashion icons, they make people feel more relatable. And then the culture shifted to the way that people feel like I want to see more people with personalities. I want to see real life behind these celebrities. And then because social media, that paves the way for other influencers to jump in. And now I feel like because of AI and all these new technologies, we are entering a world that maybe virtual human and AI models can be the next influencer on social media, which is kind of scary because back in 2016, Lee Michaela become the first virtual influencer that signed up with brand deal. And you can see how popular she gets. And there comes another other kinds of virtual influencers. Recently, there are actually a lot. I personally know agencies that create virtual humans. Is it fascinating how they're building the whole personalities, the backstories behind all these virtual humans, and they're curated in a way. It's almost like a online magazine, right? And it's like a perfect life that people want to have. And they're not real humans, so they won't have scandal, they won't have, body problem, body weight problem. They're not gonna feel stressed and eat a lot and gain weight and they get criticized online. So they will always look perfect. They will always look the same. Lee Michaela, for example, you can see on her Instagram, I personally don't think she looks real because she was built created back in 2016. So she does look like virtual, and she doesn't have this perfect face. Oh yeah, and then this is the Japanese, really famous Japanese virtual human. Her name's Ima. She also show up in a lot of commercials in Japanese, like Japanese TV, and she's really popular. She recently was on TED Talk. And then she also have a YouTube channel, which is not that popular because you can tell she's not real.
Konnichiwa. This is Ima.
It kind of like make people feel off, I guess. So she only they really just much popular on Instagram. But then I also saw this commercial made, the BMW car commercial made with Lee Michaela. The whole commercial, I can't even tell if the car is real. Maybe some of the people are real. But of course, Lee Michaela is not real. Oh, it's so fascinating and it's so confusing. I don't know what to think. But if I don't tell you this commercial is made by a virtual human, can you really tell? The most ironic thing is at the end of the video, it said, make it real. What is real anymore? Anyway, there's another interesting virtual human that getting more popular, I think, last year. Her name is Aitana Lopez. She's built by I think a Spanish digital agency. Okay, look at this photo. I definitely can tell she's virtual human. It's kind of scary, don't you think? I'm not against virtual human or anything, but the fact that some people interact with all this account without knowing they are virtual human is really fascinating for me, because think about the line between real but it's more like reality or fiction. The line between reality and fiction, it's very blurred, and it will be more blurred in the future, in the next few years. Question is it because we care less about what is real online, or is it because when we look at social media, we're just more projecting our own online identity? And it also, I was thinking, okay, when I like some celebrity, I can't really see them anyway, unless I like a musician and I want to go to a concert. But even there are a lot of virtual musicians, virtual idols that can have a concert with hologram. Japanese always have that kind of with anime character, and then they will show up on the stage. People still go. There are tons of fans going there. So does it really matter actually if the person that you follow is real or not? What do you think? I want to know. I sincerely want to know, how do you guys feel about this? Do you think it's a great fact that if the person you're following never gets scandals, not even getting older, or is this more creepy? Think about it. If you follow someone in your 20s, and then after 10 years, 20 years, the virtual human that you're following looks exactly the same and living probably a different life. They will following the trend, so they will live different kind of life. So I saw one article, there's one guy, Mud Lejeune, who heads up the Paris-based digital strategy agency AD Crew. She said that it's not difficult for the public to accept AI influencers because it's like actors on TV. We know it's not real, yet we follow them and we find interesting. It's like watching a mini series. Sure. So yeah, maybe at this point, the question is not even about would you like to follow a virtual human anymore. to me is more like if in the future we will have all the tools at our fingertip and then we can create any virtual human we like and make a persona of it. For example, I'll make myself a virtual human and I'll create, more flawless face and then perfect body shape. And I'll put myself out there because I can just curate a profile with AI and I can talk not of what I'm thinking, more like based on all the research, I'll make my virtual human sounds perfect. Would you like to live a future like this? Actually, that being said, I did start with Avatar when I created the YouTube channel because I do feel a little bit self-conscious when I talk in front of the camera. But when I'm behind my avatar, I feel more I can be myself, I can laugh, I can be crazy. But because at the end of the day, I don't really feel like the avatar is me though. Because I want to show myself more authentic myself online. That's why I'm building this channel. I continue creating content. I want to look back to myself, to my videos, and then I wanted to communicate with my audience as me. I just don't know in the future if AI model or AI generated influencer can give this raw feeling. Like Zendaya, for example, I feel like she has this raw personality that make people feel like she's a human. After all, like I mentioned before, with all this fictional, let's not say fake, with all these fictional characters or stories online, we need to know what is fake or what is real. All these influencers out there, on their profile, it shows that they're created by AI, or there's some kinds, cause they have some kind of storyline background that shows that they're not real, which is great. I'm not I'm just not sure in the future if everyone have the control of using AI creative virtual human, how they gonna do they really want to show if this person is virtual or not? I will definitely do that. So just put it out here. But another fact is when the agency built virtual human like Lee Michaela, they will try to make her sounds like some normal people who has the preference, right? For example, they're saying Michaela actively engaged in conversation about social issues and then including LGBTQ rights, racism, and body positivity. All these things, of course, they will attract certain people, especially because of algorithm. They will attract the right people that want to hear these things. So that's another topic we will go into because we always need to be careful what we're certain about online. Is it is it because of algorithm that's what you always hearing the similar kind of thing? Yeah, it's just to put a seed in your mind that make you more aware. Another thing I want to share is last year, oh no, 2 years ago we had an event and then we are talking about VR, AR, art technology, and then at the event there's some parents bring kids like 12 to 13 years old. There are two high school students who came to our event, and when we're asking everyone to draw a future they like, it's so crazy that these two kids they draw a picture of them in the virtual reality world visiting and meeting their oshi. Oshi is a Japanese word, means whoever they adore, like a fan of like anime character, if they're a fan of the idol. So their fan is not real and then they know it's not real. It's just like anime characters they really like. And they're fascinated a future, the full of those characters in VR, and they can go in and interact with them. And they sound so excited and enthusiastic about it. That made me think, wow, the culture is already shifting. Maybe we're entering a world where we listen to music and the music is AI generated. We follow an influencer or someone online that inspires us and we realize, oh, that's not real person. And I think that raises a big question about the originality, the authenticity, and what truly moves us in the future anymore. Is it still the human touch anymore? Like, that's all the questions I want to ask here. If you have some thoughts, please comment on my video. I want, again, to be the person to throw these questions there, and you are my guest. I want to hear your thought. And this is such a layered topic. I still have a lot notes on my notebook and then the topics I want to talk about in this channel. Because to me, at this point period of time in this world we're living, how we exist online in real life, how we get our voice out there, how we communicate with others, how we bound with each other, it's all very unpredictable. Like, everything is super unpredictable. Like, we don't know in 2 years how we gonna communicate online. We don't know in 2 years what kind of new jobs are out there. That's another topic on talk. We don't know in 2 years what kind of robot we have. it it can be happening very fast. So we always have to be alert and we need to be aware. That's what I want to show here. The future is here and I'm super excited about it. I'm not against any futuristic elements. And I'm excited about the future, but at the same time, I want to be here to make sure that we are being conscious about it. And I want to create this space that have more voice, more different opinions. So please let me know. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and turn on the notification. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.